right? Making another attempt at working on stuff. Is it actually working? Oh, there we go. Just kind of slow. Yeah. There's 1, 2. Looks okay. I don't need those. Made a forum post on that programming thing from earlier today. See if anyone responds. So it's related to this stuff. But I'm going to do some editing first. Try to finish this. I do have a bunch of other videos too that I could work on that are started. Just going too slow. Too slow. Yeah. Yeah. Next up is this
bag. They call it the Universal Crossbody Carrying Bag. It is a sling-style bag. Has an interesting texture to it. Feels high quality with the build, the materials. This front area can be a little bit challenging to open, but I think that's kind of a good thing, so people won't accidentally open that. It's just going to take a bit of extra time to unzip that. Inside there, you've got a decently sized pouch. In the main compartment, there's a lot going on. In the back, we've got a slot that you...
All right. Of size. Probably
one of the more interesting things about this bag is the quick release. It took me a second to figure out how it works, but you've got this string you pull on the top, and it easily breaks away from the other piece of that clamp. It is magnetic, so it's very easy to reclamp, and it is kind of designed...
Looks fine. Go film camera. Try to put a Nikon Z5. Let me see where that is. It's back here somewhere. I usually have my camera set to manual focus except for this one. So with center focus, you know, I'm just trying to get a spot for it. This front area can be a little sadly that's 1080p. Otherwise I'd crop. Cameras as
well as a Polaroid Go film camera. Tried to put a Nikon Z5 in here and it does technically fit. Maybe with a thinner lens it would work better, but I'd say probably not ideal for larger mirrorless cameras. You have to be a little bit careful.
all right. I don't remember when I did that. Maybe it was when I was in the other area. There we go. That's when I took it out. So much footage that will never be used. Next up is this bag. They call it the Universal Crossbody Carrying Bag. Okay, that's no good. Carrying bag. It is a sling style bag. Cameras as well as a
Polaroid Go film camera. Tried to put a Nikon Z5 in here and it does technically fit. Maybe with a thinner lens it would work better, but I'd say probably not ideal for...
with a few small cameras.
As well as a Polaroid Go film camera. Tried to put a Nikon Z5 in here and it does technically fit. Maybe with...
Can't even show it coming out of the bag. With a few small cameras as well as a Polaroid Go film camera. Tried to put a Nikon Z5 in here and it does technically fit. Maybe with a thinner lens it would work better, but I'd say probably not ideal for larger mirrorless cameras. You have to be a little bit careful of how you orientate the bag, but it will work on the... It does technically fit.
Maybe with a thinner lens it would work better, but I'd say probably not ideal for larger mirrorless cameras. You have to be a little bit careful of how you orientate the bag, but it will work on the front or the back and still give you access to the quick release. Overall, I really like this bag. It's a nice size and it's functional.
And crop a little bit. Even though it's 1080p, like lowish quality, it's fine. I've said this before, but video editing is my Dark Souls. It's just never ending. And you do a lot of the same thing over and over again. Style bag.
There's an interesting texture to it. Feels high quality with the build, the materials. This front area can be a little bit challenging to open, but I think that's kind of a good thing, so people won't accidentally open that.
This front area can be a little bit challenging to open, but I think that's kind of a good thing, so people won't accidentally open that. It's just going to take a bit of extra time to unzip that. Inside there, you've got a decently sized pouch. In the main compartment, there's a This front area can be a little bit challenging to open, but I think that's kind of a good thing, so people won't accidentally open that. It's just going to take a bit of extra time to unzip that. Inside there, you've got a decently sized pouch. In the main compartment, there's a lot. It's just going to take a It is a sling style bag, has an interesting texture to it, feels high quality with the build, the materials. This front area is a sling style bag, has an interesting texture to it, quality with the build, high quality with the build, the materials. This front area can be a little bit challenging to open, but I think that's kind of a good thing, so people won't accidentally open that. It's just going to take a sling style bag, has an interesting texture to it. Getting there. Bag. It is a sling style
Bag has an interesting texture to it, feels high quality with the build, the materials. This front area can be a little bit challenging to open, but I think that's kind of a good thing, so people won't accidentally open that. It's just going to take a bit of extra time to unzip that. Inside there, you've got a decently sized pouch. In the main compartment, there's a lot going on. In the back, we've got a slot that you could put something relatively thin. Then there's another area with two pouches.
See how much footage I have of that. That's a unrelated but a nice piece of footage. I like this too. Don't tell me I did not show. Maybe I should just record a new clip. I do have everything set up for the most part. I could do that. Yeah. I don't have my wireless microphone thing on though. So I got this. This is an old Sony stereo, some such thing. It's one of the transmitters. So usually I wear two shirts, even if I'm wearing a t-shirt. So I got the undershirt and the overshirt, and I just loop it between those two, and then do a clamp downwards. And then I loop this thing through a belt loop. And I put this in my pocket, usually. Hello? Okay, that's much hotter than my other microphone. Test, test, test. Hello? Maybe something like that. It's not super much, a lot more. Test, test, test. Okay. So now I need to set this up again. Plug it in, turn it on. Got most of the stuff over here. It actually is plugged in. I have another light. Two lights, technically. And I have what am I doing? All right. One of these. It says a standard SSD, serial ATA SSD, inside that the Atmos Ninja 5 uses. Turn that on. You have to plug in the thingamajig. This is another sure it's connected. And then I always, with OBS, you have to reset the thingamajig, the video source. So I should have turned on studio mode. but this will be fine and shortly. Okay. That's good. I have that camera in manual focus. Wake up. Wake up. How can I film this? I think that would probably be just fine. I want as much light as possible. My voice is very monotone right now. Just the lack of mental effort. I can talk more. Oops, actually. One more thing. Take this. Just in case. Lamp City. Let's see, we've got some aligning down here. So there's 3 squares, and then on the other side we got 3 squares, and then this is clearly not that straight, but it's close enough. Also, this lens has, most lenses, they're going to have some distortion, especially at the wide end, and this is the wide end, so I could set up another light. Because I could put it on the camera. Here we go. I think I have. Actually, this might work. Why is that so tight? I think it's just putting pressure on one side. All right. Turn that on. Let's go 50% power. 5,000. Trying to remember what Kelvin I have the light set to. Oh, 5,600. I don't know how accurate these are, but let's see what difference this makes. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Amazing. It's actually very good. All right. I'm gonna hit record. So we've got the back spot. Get a fair amount of stuff in there. And so it's very thin. And then we've got number 2. This has slots. And we got this thing. Then the padding has little spots here for potentially micro SD cards. And then there's the bigger area. And then there's the mesh area. And then there's this. I think I mentioned this little clamp. Very nice. I like the texture of it. Oh, and this. Wow, wow, wow. Trying to have it open like a mouth, but that's probably all I need. We'll stop that. Swap back my view. And we'll swap the microphone as well. Hello? Hello? The wireless thing, it's not perfect by any means, but it's very nice. They do have microphones on them as well, but I prefer the other thing, usually. Test. Cool. Now I've got that on here. In that case, I use this thing, which is the so that goes into here. New folder. Extra. That was 280 megabytes. Almost 281. I record with the Ninja 5. I bought the H.265 codec pack thing. And then I use 4K 420 8-bit. So it's the lowest quality setting, but it still looks good. Usually. So I really don't need amazing quality. I mean, I would use amazing quality if it were logical to use it, but basically just takes up a lot of space. And I feel like my lighting is fine, so it's not like I need to adjust it. So I don't need any of the audio. Let's go here. Of course, my hand's blocking most of it. And this is 4K, so if I export at... Usually I've been exporting at 1440p, so it's not 4K, but it's higher than 1080p. So that's kind of where I want to limit my cropping to. Today I'm using... I already had some tea, but I have more tea. This is Louisiana Cold. It's a really large, so it's going to have a ton of caffeine, but it's a large bag. And I heated it. That's just like that's what it's designed for, but I mean, it's just black tea in a large bag. And then I put one of these Celestial Seasonings raspberry one. So that's the combination. It's got a lot to it. So. All right, that's not going to fit. Oops. In the main compartment, there's
a lot going on. In the back, we've got a slot that you could put something relatively thin. Then there's another area with 2 pouches. And then we've got a padded section that can be removed. On the padded section, it's got little slots that you could probably put micro SD cards in. And then you've got your...
Okay, I skipped that one pretty quick. Slots that
you could probably put micro SD cards in. And then you've got your main area. With the padding out of there, it's easier to fit stuff, but you can...
can still fit a GoPro
or whatever with the padding still inside. Then you have a zippered mesh area. There is also a little clamp that's attached to the bag itself.
Too fast. It's
easier to fit stuff, but you can still fit a GoPro or whatever with the padding still inside. Then you have a zippered mesh area. There is also a little
oh, but you can still
fit a GoPro or whatever with the padding still inside. Then you have a zippered mesh area. There is also a little clamp that's attached to the bag itself for keys
or whatever. Enhance. It's probably good. Easy. Oh, just got this thing back here. Vibration terms, which restricts them from having any input in the video itself, and they did probably show my face for some of it. Again, keep in mind that StartRC sent me this equipment. Maybe like this. And then I'll show something. This one. This one. Yay. Again, keep in
mind that StartRC sent me this equipment to try out at no cost, based on my collaboration terms, which restricts them from having any input in the video itself, and they did not see it before release. Hope you enjoyed the video. Scotty Duffy Bonsai, thanks.
Okay. This is quote unquote done. I'm not going to review it on stream, but basically I'm going to review it probably a few times. I'm probably going to export the audio here and then normalize it again, or maybe apply a filter to it. For the YouTube video, I add YouTube audio library music as it's just like background filler. And then I'll make a short version of it. And then I'll make a website article. And then the next thing. So, I mean, I should probably do it now because by the time that well, yeah. It'll be late by the time that I do that. So the initial audience will be probably Europe or something. And my viewership on YouTube for the larger channel actually, am I logged in there? No. Switch to here for a second. What is this? Okay. Man, why does it keep doing that? Really obnoxious. Let's say the last year. Oh. Oh no. Oh, anyway, I'm just looking at the yearly graph, and the monthly audience is dropping steadily downward. So it's like 65,000. And then July 13th, 2025, it took a dip. No, July 12th. It went up a little bit to around 60 again. And now it's dropped to 49, 48. It keeps going down. So it's steadily from around August, early August. It's just gone downward. So early August was 60. And September, like right now, is 49. No, 48. 8. 4880. So that's cool. I have 85.1% new viewers, 14.4% casual, and 0.5% regular. Device type. I would show this, but this channel sometimes has beta stuff on it. Mobile phone. I mean, maybe this one's fine. I don't really see anything special in here. And I'm not doing any beta testing stuff right now anyways, that I know of. Yeah, so here you can see this is over a year. It was, I guess it went up from back here. And then it hit. Actually, maybe I'll do this just out of curiosity. It probably doesn't have the data for a lot of it. Yeah. So back here it does not have the data. But around 2024. Can I do a custom? No, it's March 18th. So that'll be 3. So I guess I'm back down. I'm back gonna go this direction, I guess. But bloop. Yeah, this doesn't change over the different time span. Yeah, the Polaroid video is done decently well. Casual, regular. Videos growing your audience. Viltrox 28mm. Okay, with the Sony. A bunch of shorts. I don't know why this is grayed out. So pretty much none of them. Channels Your audience watches Tall Photography, Dominic Phillip, Heard of My Lens. I don't think I'm following that one. Not enough eligible audience data. Over it. Yeah, sure. So I've been streaming. I mean, I stream on different YouTube channels based on what the subject is. But I have streamed on this one. Usually like around 10 a.m. CST. So I feel like that would be the time, but the viewership hasn't been like a huge amount. But it's like the most popular time. Formats your viewers watch pretty much everything except for live videos. Subscriber bell notifications. My question is, why would people want this? I can't stand those type of notifications. Device type. Yeah, the only channel on YouTube or pretty much anywhere that I have notifications set on is the Creator Insider channel on YouTube, which is run by some of the employees of YouTube. And I don't even watch all of the videos that I get notified of. Watch time. So mobile phone over 50%. I think this is why shorts took off so much, is because so many people use their phone for YouTube. TV 9.6%. My sister and her husband and son, they basically switched to only YouTube and Peacock, I think it is, that they use. Because they don't do normal TV. I don't either. Computer 32.1%. I watch most of my stuff on the computer. But anyways, I recently was there and I saw their TV setup. So they use a Roku, and that has the YouTube app, and it's pretty functional, and it's definitely the viewing experience is very close to TV. And how the ads work. You can still skip ads, but they're more of them, and they're very TV-like ads. Not subscribed, 99%. Maybe I should try to guilt some people into subscribing with a community post. So I'll do a screenshot and then I'll make a community post with hi, hello. Oh, I can't flip in a. Usually, like on Blue Sky, I don't really use X anymore. Although I did make an account again, but I don't really do much with it. New from clipboard. What you can do on Blue Sky is you can just paste in the screen capture, which is nice. But on YouTube, you can't do that. So now I need to export this file export. And then I have to upload it on the community tab Edit preview. There we go. Yeah, they need to work on this. I was able to frame it, but okay, here's the percentage. United States 23.5. It's been lower than that before. India, UK, Philippines, Canada. America. Wow, look at that one. India topped United States in whenever this was. July. Interesting. Chechnya, Argentina, Greece. Ugh. Just coughed on myself. Let's see. Japan. I wonder if this has changed since the auto dubbing feature has been running. I feel like mine would be better than a lot of people because I tend to fix up my caption data. But I don't know for sure if it uses my fixed captions for the auto dubbing. But here you can see why my subscriber percent is 1% subscribed and 99% not subscribed. I'm not a very subscribable human. Sweden, Turkey, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, Serbia, Switzerland, Nigeria, Cambodia, Egypt, Israel, Chile, Pakistan, Singapore, Italia, so India is messing up my view duration. Thanks. UK have a better attention span, slightly, than United States. Philippines, pretty close. Canada's slightly better than the United States. Only a few seconds. Indonesia's down there. Australia. That is very interesting. Germany's down there. They're probably sick of hearing English. These English people. Netherlands. Oh, they're up there. Same as the United States. I don't know. What's their language? In the Netherlands, the vast majority of the population speaks English, ranging from 90 to 97%. The one of the world's top non-native English-speaking countries. Factors, this is AI, of course. Factors contributing to this high proficiency include English language education, the use of English in business and media, absence of audio dubbing on foreign television, Dutch is their official language. Around 350,000 people, or 2% of the population, speak Frisian, Frisian, as their first language, mainly in northern Friesland. Languages of the Netherlands. Oh yeah, I forgot that they have relations to the Caribbean. San Martin, Sint Martin.
Sint Maarten.
Oh, Shin Martin. Okay. I went on one cruise once. It was probably back in 2011. And that was one of the places. It's such a weird experience. You've never been on a cruise. It's so strange. It's got this. I don't know how to describe it. It's its own reality of sorts. Yeah, here's some. Yeah, it's 2011. Let's take a blast to the past. Day 5. There's day 1. Cruise day. Here we go. Disney Magic Kingdom. I think we were there just for the night. That was one of my favorite photos. Very cool lighting. I was using Pentax equipment at the time. Day 2. On the boat. Yeah, St. Martin, it was, okay, we're supposed to go to this thing, but then they went here instead. There's a tree, a bird. Very nice looking spot. I don't know if we ever sat there. Very nice. Thingamajig. Day 3. I don't know why these are not in order. Oh, full day on the ship. I took a lot of photos like that. On a boat. I have talked about this on stream before. I don't know if any of it exists online anymore because I didn't really. I clipped some of it, but then Twitch limited their amount of highlights you can have. I used to highlight my entire streams, but I deleted all that. I did push some to YouTube, but they're either private or deleted at this point. So it's pretty much just clips around. So a lot of symmetric photography. These are edited, of course, to try to make them more aligned and such. But at least that was the intent for these ones. Let's see. Is there not a day 4? Show all. Okay, that was not what I wanted. 4. Maybe there's no 4. Cruise day. Maybe I just didn't post. Oh, and day 4. Yeah, okay, so there. Okay, I even call it that. So, the Dutch.
Sint Maarten.
Shin. How does that turn into shin? He was cool. Let me see if he still exists on Facebook. He last posted in 2023. And it's a workout video. Maybe he's got into... Oh my goodness. I don't think I should show it. Because it shows people pushing a table with weight on it, but then it's like ass shots. That's funny. Yeah, I would assume he's still doing this. Because it exists and there, I mean, 2 years ago. So he's either doing this or something similar, like the workout stuff. Yeah, that was cool. I was in a tree as we were driving. I had somehow, we must have stopped for a little bit or something. Let's see. Yeah, through the window. We probably stopped because he saw it. I was in a good position to take a photo. That's nice. Trinkets, boats. Cool. All right, let's see. There's a 7. Here's 6. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. On a boat. Little dude. And keep in mind the equipment I was using, I did for the zoom stuff, it was basically a kit lens, which optically and such is not anything special by far. And it's still very functional, especially in brighter conditions. So, I mean, these pictures look just fine. That would have been a zoom lens, most likely, for that one. This one would have been the zoom. Yeah. So that was 6, number 7. I think this is probably the last one. There's a suit. I still have the suit. I don't wear suits very often. And there's the Pentax. It's probably a K5. There's a thingamajig. Ice sculpture. Cosplay. Kind of. I was one of the workers. Let's see if that was the last one. Nope. Okay. Favorite areas of the ship, absolute forward. Yeah, that's cool. That is water. You can see some type of wake. It's probably from the ship. Some night photos. The party. Cool. But anyways, it was a very odd experience. The whole culture of it's strange. It's interesting if you've never done it. I don't have any big desire to do again, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. All right. So I think this is good. I'm going to finish this later. Review it. No, not all the other stuff that I mentioned. Should probably back it up. Just in case. Copy. Paste. There we go. So I think what I'll do now, I don't have a ton of time. I generally wanted to stop around 7:30. But I would like to make an attempt at this programming stuff, but I'm doing the multi-stream thing. So I think I'm going to stop one of the streams, the YouTube one, and then switch to the programming channel. But I could stay live on the Twitch. So let me do that. It's actually pretty easy how it's set up in OBS. So I'm gonna end that one. Average view duration 12 seconds. Awesome. End.